This is AgGrad Live.
We have all of the different segments within the cotton.
The show that explores what it's really like to work in the ag industry.
So making sure that we get policy and regulatory issues
straight from the people who live it every day.
Hello, everybody out there in AgGrad Nation. Really excited tonight to come to you live. Definitely, it's a special announcement, a special night for us because we have been working on this program since last fall. We had the idea that we wanted to do a 30 under 30 program. You've heard of 30 under 30 programs probably elsewhere. You know, Forbes has a very popular one. Inc. has a very popular one. So they are around, but there hasn't been one for agriculture specifically. And with AgGrad having an emphasis on developing and advancing the careers of young professionals in agriculture, we thought we would be the perfect group to help take this on. It's been extremely exciting. We believe, obviously, in professional development, and also what we have found from doing this program. We do this live Facebook program called AgGrad Live, not every week, but most weeks of the year, where we feature someone doing interesting work. I also have a different podcast called Future of Agriculture, and through those experiences, have certainly realized that success stories are what's most effective as far as understanding what's out there, what other people are doing, how they overcame obstacles to achieve whatever it is success they realized in their own career. So the combination of those two things, being about professional development, advancing one's career, and wanting to share as many success stories as possible, is kind of what this idea of AgGrad 30 under 30 was born into. We maybe, I would say, a little bit underestimated or didn't realize how big of an undertaking it would be for the first year, because if you have a 30 under 30 program every year, right, you're recognizing people every year. When you do it the very first year, you have this amazing talent pool all the way from ages 21 to 30 that are being recognized in that program for the first time. So we were overwhelmed with the quality and quantity of nominees that we experienced in this program. It created a unique challenge because this is the very first year, so it's the only year that so far these nominees have been able to be recognized. But the good news with all that is that what came out of it is a phenomenal group of individuals. I really am blown away by the talent, the caliber of these individuals, but also the breadth and diversity that really represents multiple aspects of the agriculture industry. Luckily for me, it was not me selecting these 30 individuals. I do need to give a shout out to Joanna on the AgGrad team, who managed and coordinated this program from day one. And all of the behind the scenes work has been done with her coordination efforts. And as far as getting down to from well over 100 to 30 final individuals, we enlisted the help of 14 phenomenal judges. So I want to recognize those judges before we read the names. Glenn Stith, Brady Sidwell, Jeanette Barnard, Jay Hill, Joe Schwartz, Aidan Connolly, Dr. Abby Wick, Kevin Hikas, Joel Harris, Sarah Nolette, Louisa Burwood Taylor, JJ Jones, Sarah Wyant, and Melissa Ortiz. If you're just joining us, those aren't the 30. Those are our 14 judges who helped us try to select from a very, very impressive pool of nominees down to the final 30 under 30. So once we read these names, this is just the beginning. What will happen is, over the next year, these individuals will be recognized as the focal point for all of our media efforts here at AgGrad. We're going to create a digital and print publication just for the AgGrad 30 under 30, telling their stories and sharing them with the world, including trade shows, universities. Anyone who wants to go on the AgGrad website and get a copy can. In fact, you can, I think, pre-order the digital copy right now. We haven't started the pre-order yet for the print copy, but you could go to AgGrad and get the digital copy now if you wanted. So they'll be highlighted there. They're going to be the emphasis for our weekly AgGrad Live show. And so they will be guests on this show. We'll be able to share their stories with you that way. That also becomes a podcast called AgGrad Live. Also gets showed on our AgGrad YouTube channel. And then, of course, we're going to cover these folks on our website via our blog. So going to get to highlight them in a number of different ways. We've also got some sort of exclusive efforts lined up in the way of networking opportunities and maybe even some partnership programs that we're going to start rolling out to these 30 individuals next week. So exciting times, and very excited for the 30 who were selected. If you don't hear the name of yourself or the person you were really hoping was going to be on this list, I highly encourage you to make sure you nominate them again next year. I do think we had an especially competitive year, this first one out, like I said, because we haven't had 9 years of history in doing this for other nominees. But very, very excited. So I know you're not here to hear me blab on. You are here to hear the 30 individuals. So in order to make sure that we captured all of the ag industry, and that we didn't just have people that were here from corporate agribusiness, and we didn't just have people from farmers and ranchers, and we didn't just have people who are entrepreneurs, we separated the 30 under 30 into 5 categories. Those categories are innovation technology, entrepreneurship, education advocacy, agribusiness, and production agriculture, so farming and ranching. And every category was ultra competitive. And so we broke down the 30 final winners of the AgGrad 30 under 30 into those categories. So I'm going to go ahead and just read those names out to you right now. So for innovation and technology, and if I get your name mispronounced, I apologize. I thought about, should I call these people ahead of time and figure out how to pronounce their name? And then I thought, that might really kind of spoil the whole buildup of announcing them. But if I get your name wrong, I apologize. We're going to get it right because we're going to work together here over the next year. Okay, so for innovation technology, Bharath Sudarsan of SomaDetect, Bo Harstine of Select Sires, John Farmer of Clara Foods, Lynn Wischmeyer-Moore of Nestle, and Yael Cypers of Chipotle, Mexican Grill. For the category of entrepreneurship, Colin Hurd of Smart Ag, Connie Bowen of the Yield Lab Institute, Jonathan Hua of SVG Partners, Caroline Rose of K Rose Cattle Company, Matthew Rhoda of Swine Tech, Stephen Broxius of Farmland Finder. Congratulations to entrepreneurship category winners. Next one is education and advocacy. Allison Jones Brimmer of Animal Agriculture Alliance, Caleb Wright of Versant Strategies, Elizabeth Burns Thompson of Renewable Energy Group, John Romo of AgriCorps, Riley Paget of National FFA Organization, and those are the education and advocacy. For agribusiness, Alexander Foch of Locus Agricultural Systems, Andrew Lawver of Syngenta, Jessica Kiefer of MFA Incorporated, Levi Hall of Beach Cooperative Grain Company, Lucas Fuse of High Ground Dairy, Mackenzie Dirks of Keiko Isom, Meg Becker of Cargill Animal Nutrition, Mindy McBee of Cargill, Seth Pratt of the Context Network, and those are for the agribusiness category. And last but not least, for the production category, we have Ethan Smith of Farmers National, Griffin Huelsman of Mulberry Orchard and Gajdzik Farms. Sorry, Griffin, if I mess that up. Jarrod Creasy of 920 Cattle and Company, Jonathan Williams of Hoegemeyer Hybrids, and Kaden Eisenbraun of Farm Bureau Financial Services. If you're wondering why in the production section they have jobs with companies, these are people who work on the farm and ranch and also have those jobs. And so if they didn't include a farm company, we made sure we include any job they have outside. So those are the 30 individuals. Those are the first ever AgGrad 30 under 30. We hope this becomes an annual event where we can feature these individuals, inspire others by their achievements, by the work they've done. They were selected for their career advancement, their character, and their community engagement. And so we had to go off of not only what they've done in their career, but what their nominator said about them and why they belong on this list. And I'll tell you, almost every judge that submitted their scoring said this was extremely difficult. And ultimately, I had to just go based on what the nominator said. So maybe that might give you some insight for anybody you're nominating or being nominated in the future. But congratulations to those 30 individuals. Sincere congratulations to everybody who participated in this program, either as a nominator, nominated, or as a judge. Really, really appreciate all of the participation, and I hope we can see some of these names come up next year and beyond the 30. But congrats to the 30 individuals. We will be getting in touch with you within the next week to talk about next steps, and look forward to highlighting you with all of our marketing efforts throughout the next year. So we'll be back very soon, and you're going to get to hear more than just their names, but you're going to get to hear their stories. I highly encourage you to go to aggrad.com and sign up to get the digital copy of the 30 Under 30 as soon as it's ready. Thanks so much for tuning in live, for those of you who tuned in. And for those of you who have any questions, you can always reach out to me, tim@aggrad.com. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you for joining AgGrad Live. Visit aggrad.com, that's AgGrad, to join the community, create your profile, and learn more about careers in the agriculture industry.